So, with the apparent news of N'Golo Kante coming to Chelsea Football Club, I've got a man here who knows just a little bit about football. It is FootieWriter. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you for having me.
It's alright, no worries.
Good.
So, Kante, obviously a revelation, a lot of people would say, last season in the Premier League, came from Kante, cheap deal, performed what probably was one of the best central midfielders in Europe last season. What would he bring to the table under Antonio Conte?
Well, I think Conte sets up very defensively, so any player like Kante, who is established in the Premier League, even though he only has a season, I think he'd bring real depth. Obviously, we have got Matic at the moment, who's quite similar in the style that he plays. Obviously, he's a bigger guy, but Kante can get the ball down and play it on to Fabregas or whoever's playing at 10, and I think he'll offer the number 10 more than Matic does at the moment.
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, Matic, just to be honest, last season was shocking.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, I would sell him because Juventus are saying, €20 million or £20 million. Like, why not? Yeah, have him.
Yeah.
And I just think if, like you're saying, he's fallen down the pecking order a little bit. If Kante comes in, surely he'll fall down further, and it would just be a case of balancing the books a bit if we sold him on.
I believe Matic is a Mourinho player, which is why I'm surprised Manchester United haven't been linked with him more. And they were linked with him at the start of the summer window, so I wouldn't be surprised if it came back up again. He'd sort of fit Manchester United with Carrick retiring, and obviously Mourinho knows how to get the best out of Matic. So I think if Kante does come, or it looks like he is coming, he will fall down. He will be behind Kante, definitely.
Yeah, and then so obviously on Facebook, on Twitter, and everything, everyone's been saying it, or Chelsea fans have at least when I've been checking. #Kantelele. So the cross between Makelele and Kante, and Makelele loves him, thinks he's a great player. A lot of people have compared him to Makelele. I'm not going to go out there and say, can he be the next Makelele? Because let's be honest, that's very garish. It's a very out there statement, and I wouldn't want to make the same mistake again like I did with Batshuayi. So basically, obviously it's difficult to say can he fulfil that role, but do you think, like we say under Conte, he would be first choice? Would the team be built around him and the number 10, do you reckon? Like a bit like Makelele was almost the spine of that Chelsea team, along with John Terry and Drogba and Lampard. So would that be the beginning of the spine which Conte is trying to build?
Yeah, I think Chelsea have always had a formidable spine. I think with dates back to sort of early Czech, Terry, Lampard and Drogba. And I think that getting that back would be great. And obviously Makelele in there, I can't stand people comparing him because Makelele's got a whole role named after him. He's my favourite player that's ever put on a Chelsea shirt. I absolutely love how he distributes the ball and picks the ball up. But I mean, if you said to me who's the most similar player to Makelele today, it's Kante.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't compare the two.
Yeah, no, that's exactly why. When I saw the hashtag, I was just like, oh, no, not yet. Please don't do this now. But so that he worked well in the system. What in terms of, obviously everyone's seen in this season, in terms of how Conte plays and players that Kante may be similar to, what are we looking at here? Are we looking at in terms and how he's fit into the system? So if someone was to say compare him to the Juventus team, which did really well under Conte, is there anyone which he sort of fits into that mould a little bit, or is it just a bit like, no, it's just...
Do you know, I don't think there is, and I think that's what's beneficial, because I think that although he was in a Leicester team with a lot of players who performed really well last season, so they will do scouting on him obviously, but there's not too much known about him. He's still relatively new in the Premier League. Obviously if we were to compare him to someone in the Premier League, maybe a little bit like Carrick in terms of how he can distribute the ball, but I think that he'd be ideal, and I think that basically because he's got so little experience in the Premier League only after a season, I think that works to Chelsea's favour.
Yeah, that's good. Brilliant. So, £29.1 million. N'Golo Kante apparently on his way to Chelsea Football Club. Let us know what you think about this deal down in the comments. Let's be honest, I think we all know what we're all thinking, and I think it is very, very good. Thanks a lot, FootieWriter, for coming on. Obviously, there'll be a link to his Twitter down in the description, and I will see you guys in the very near future. Take care.